Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and he's back. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have brought back Shaq Barrett to their practice squad, according to pewterreport.com. He will be signing on Saturday to the practice squad, and I have a lot of jumbled thoughts about this, so let's just go ahead and start breaking it down, okay? So the situation that happened with Shaq Barrett was he was released on, I believe, March 13th of this past offseason. Let me go ahead and check my math real quick. Yeah, March 13th of 2024. He signed with the Dolphins 5 days later. Then on July 20th, he announced his retirement. Then on November 26th, he said, I want to come back and play. The Dolphins said, we're not going to activate you from the retired list. And then he was eventually waived on December 26th. He cleared waivers, thus making him a free agent, and he is now signed with the Bucs, a team that Barrett said, hey, if I was going to come out of retirement, there's one team I would come back to play for, that'd be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He has stayed true to his word, and he is back with the Buccaneers. But there's a couple of contextual things to talk about regarding this, okay? Number one is that Shaq Barrett is 32 years old, okay? And Shaq Barrett has not played the entire year this year, okay? Those are two just objective facts of the situation right now. And look, I know everybody loves Shaq Barrett. I understand why. The dude has 45 sacks in his career with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, spent majority of his career in Tampa Bay, holds the single-season sack record with 19.5 sacks in a season, two-time Pro Bowler, second-time All-Pro, but let's remember how the last couple of years went with Shaq Barrett and the Bucs. 3 sacks in 2022, a really just unfortunate Achilles injury. 4.5 sacks in 2023. Now, was part of that because of the Achilles injury? Certainly possible. Certainly possible. Maybe Barrett is finally fully healed up and can look closer to a form of 2019, 2020, and 2021. But even if that was the case and he was healthier, there's only 2 weeks left of the season, right? And Drew Rosenhaus, his agent, did say, look, he'll be able to be ready to play right away. And we have seen a situation where a player was brought in and played right away in the case of Mike Edwards with the Bucs, but also Mike Edwards played games this season for the Buffalo Bills. He didn't have enough time with the Titans to play any games for them, but he at least had some game action and has had NFL practices under his belt before joining the Bucs this season. Shaq Barrett hasn't had that. So how much of an impact is he going to make in his age 32 season with the day before the second to last game of the year is when he is joining the practice squad, by the way. I don't know if he's going to have the hugest impact in the world. In fact, I don't believe he's going to have the hugest impact in the world on the field. Okay? Now, that's just the fact of the matter, right? However, there are a couple of things that I also think about after those points in terms of potential positives, which is number one, I think Barrett's a great guy to have in the locker room. Be it, just a former captain, former guy to coach up guys, and just be a mentor to guys like Joe Tryon-Shoyinka, Yaya Diaby, Anthony Nelson, 3 guys who he's played with before. Chris Braswell, who's new to the team, who could possibly lean on the mentorship and leadership of Shaq Barrett. That's a positive thing as well. I think Barrett's just a good guy to have on a sideline and in a locker room. It also makes you think, well, since there is a very short amount of time left in this season, and that's if the Bucs make the playoffs, that's still maybe another week or two, for another month at the most, right? So still not a ton of time for Barrett to get involved this season. Does this mean Barrett might be involved in future seasons? The Bucs had released him, right, from a pretty hefty contract that he was on. But could you bring him back on a cheaper deal? It's possible. Does Todd Bowles, whether or not he is or isn't the head coach of this team going forward, have some effect in that? Is Jason Light such a big fan of Shaq Barrett that he will say, hey, I want to bring Barrett back? Does Barrett want to play another year or two in Tampa Bay? Those are all legitimate questions that kind of churn the gears, right? Make you think. Because Jason Pierre-Paul, another great pass rusher for the Bucs, played till he was 34 years old. He played 2 more years. Does Barrett have 2 more years left in him? Genuine question. I don't know. But I don't necessarily think Shaq Barrett's coming out of retirement just to play maybe in one game maximum potentially, and say, all right, I'm done again, I'm re-retiring again. No, maybe Bear will give it another year or two. Maybe he's taken this year to get healthier, this time in retirement to get healthier, and maybe the Buccaneers can bring him back for another season or two and have him as some rotational backup type of veteran presence. I don't know, but those are kind of the thoughts that I had swirling in my mind. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions. I'd love to hear it down in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.